Don't mind your bloody head.
I'll be okay, I promise.
Sure, doesn't.
You're always concerned for my safety. My head is my head. I'll be
Come
okay.
here. Oh my god.
Sorry, I was watching my head. Could you?
Not even on. Bloody climb forward. Climb forward. Crying out loud. Jesus Christ.
Hello.
Welcome back to our video, guys.
I wanted to get one gal's back, but I hit my head. So this is the beginning of our video, and today we are going to insulate our van.
Yeah, start of the installation. We are starting with the floor. Don't know why I said it like that.
The floor.
Yeah.
So, do you want to put me down? This is actually, I thought it was going to be fun, but actually it was really hurting my ribs. So we are starting with the floor today. Well, not kind of today. We are doing boarding, like insulation boarding for the floor and ceiling. Just because it'll be easier, it's a flat surface, and those are the areas that we are planning to apply plywood on for like the post installation. The walls we are probably going to clad, is probably the idea, isn't it? I suppose.
Yeah, but
Probably
for
cladding.
insulation we're using.
So for insulation we're using like the roll.
Yeah.
Stuff.
So the 100 mil.
What's it called? Eco roll.
Like loft insulation, put it that way. It's pretty much that.
And we know that like some people don't choose it because it's quite irritant and it's a little bit faffy, but just to save costs where we can, it is a little bit cheaper and still environmentally friendly. So
and the R value is quite good.
Yeah, the R value is really good on it.
For those who don't know, R value is basically what your
like your thermal
insulation
conductivity.
Yeah, what it can withstand.
Yeah. So you've got your thermal resistance, which I think is the R value, and then your thermal conductivity. And yeah, we've had a little look around, and it's kind of the best for the price range that we could get. Yeah. Covers a good amount of area, so we're going to crack on with that probably over the next couple of days. We want to get our batten in first, ready for our cladding.
Yeah.
So yeah, today the aim is to clean out the bottom of the van, and then get the wood support system structure in place. I don't know what you want to call it.
What you call it? The frame for the floor.
The floor frame. Get that in place, and then
we can start insulating.
Yeah.
So it's the next day now, and we have left the battens to dry overnight using the sealant. That's how we chose to seal the wood to the floor. I've seen many people do it, so we thought we'll give it a go. As you can see, there's many things holding it down. So my job this morning is getting all this back out and hoping it's all stuck down.
Right, so Cal is just cutting out our first insulation board. What we've done is, I know he explained the frame this morning, so what we're doing is we're just measuring each frame, and then we're going to put the board in, and then use some vapor barrier tape to just go over the tape and basically join all the boards up. The board that we're using is 25mm thick. This is mainly due to headroom in the van, so we want to make sure that we've got enough room for Cal to still be able to stand and not hit his head. Once we've got all the flooring in, and we've calculated that with this on the roof and the flooring, that will be possible. On the sides of the wall, we are going to be using like the loft insulation, like we said yesterday, like the roll stuff, just because one, the board's quite expensive and we can't really afford to do the whole van, and it's a little bit faffy and there's a lot more gaps to fill here, so we're going to go with that. So I'm going to put a little time lapse on, and hopefully this floor will soon be filled. Insulated, warm, cozy on my toesies. I'm just dancing around while Cal's doing all the hard work. Right, so the flooring is almost done. We have cut out all the insulation boards, so a little bit faffy. So a lot of measuring and a lot of cutting later. This is what it looks like.
Boop.
So we're pretty happy with it. Most of them fit in. We have made the decision on a couple of the boards, if we just show you. A couple of boards, for example, we've made the decision to kind of use offcuts to fill in the gaps rather than using brand new boards. The reason we've done that is because we've also got the ceiling, and I didn't want to have to go and buy another whole board. We think we should be able to get the ceiling out of the 3 boards, well, 2 and almost 3 boards that we've got left, and if we can't, then obviously we will go buy a new one, but we didn't want to have to buy more than we needed, so we've just used the offcuts for that. And it's actually worked out really well. We're just going to fill in these little spaces now with some soft loft insulation, if you just like these little bits, and then put the moisture barrier tape on.
As you can see,
the flooring is done.
The flooring is done. We've added some, what was it called?
Vapor barrier tape.
Vapor barrier tape. Obviously it does what it says in the name, really.
I was just really close to the camera.
That's okay. That's okay.
So yeah, we've done it all. We've filled in all the little gaps with the like loft insulation stuff. Taped all over it all so it's all like secure. So now we're going to quickly vacuum up the floor just to make sure there's none of that the loft insulation is really itchy. I've just went and got changed because it's just really not nice. So we're going to quickly like vacuum that bit up, and then we're going to relay the ply.
Relay the floorboards. Yeah.
So we're using the ply that actually was in the van when we bought it because it hadn't really been used, and it was in quite good condition, and we need to save money in some spaces, and we're obviously being like trying to be a little bit kind of eco-minded. So we're going to keep that plywood because we're going to lie obviously flooring over it anyway, so it doesn't matter what it looks like. So we're going to reuse that, aren't we?
Yeah, definitely.
Cool.
Let's crack on.
Let's crack
on. So what we've done as well, guys, we've basically flipped our original floorboards over, and they're pretty decent, to be fair. So we're going to leave them like that. Other ones are like really brown. I know these don't look great on the camera, but the other ones are proper like brown and worn and whatever. But flipped upside down, and we just basically swapped that one to that one.
Oh.
And what's the matter now?
It went through, but I don't think these screws are quite long enough.
They're long enough, trust me. Are they?
It felt like it connected to something, and then it just like, and then as I pulled it out, the end of a screw came out.
I don't know. So what we're doing now, guys, basically we are starting to put some batten in on our ceiling. We're using for this, what's this one? This is 12mm by 44. And as you can see, I don't know if you can see that, there's a little gap there, but this is really quite flexible. So it does what we need really nicely. Yeah, I'm quite happy with this stuff. We got to do, you can see down there, I think we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to go. Sorry about that. Dan's being a little chippy down here, cutting everything. Vivid. Like I said, so there's six to do in total. And we're going to use self-tappers, putting them into this bracing. And I think that should hold nicely, to be fair. That's the first one on there now, guys. Basically, it's very nice. It fits treatably. Morning, guys. Today we are putting our insulation in the roof. And as you can see, Sam is very nicely cut a piece out already. Our only issue is that she's going to have to stand there for about an hour.
Holding it up.
Holding it up.
Like this.
To let the...
Like a model.
Yeah. To let the glue dry. Well, spray glue or whatever. But,
are we going to use spray glue or are we going to use stick saw?
I don't know. Wow, this is it. We're not entirely sure what to use, so we're going to go with spray glue and hope that works. But if it doesn't work, we might use stick saw. But leave down in the comments what you think we should have done. and
we'll see which one works.
yeah, we'll
If
see
the
what...
spray glue works, then we're not going to try stick saw. But if the spray glue doesn't work, then we can tell you that it doesn't work.
Yeah, exactly.
And we can try stick saw.
But yeah, it's only because we're using this again. We bought 5 pieces of this 25mm. It was Celotex, isn't it?
No, well, it's Rectisil.
Rectisil, what it was called.
That.
Similar to Celotex, but it's 25mm, and we thought this would be best.
So what we've actually done, so I'm not actually going to stand here.
So yeah, we're not actually. So basically, I got this old piece of wood I found in the shed, and we're going to cut that as a prop to hold up in the middle.
To replace me.
To replace Sam, and then this is going to go on top of the prop, and
Just
hopefully
a little bit of cut out ply, just so that we don't damage the board. So
fingers crossed it works. And there we go. You can see how big the piece we had to cut is nearly as big as Sam. And obviously, the way we've done this, it's going to go in all of those, like in between those planks of wood. So, yeah.
Cool.
Lots of cutting, lots of faffing. Let's crack on.
Memento of truth, though.
Yeah, nervous about this, but hopefully this works. Let's go for it.
It's probably just going to fall in your head.
Probably. Yes, did not work. It's fine though, we now know it doesn't work. So we'll just get some sticks up there.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I mean, it's not falling down.
It's not falling down, but it's not...
Oh, actually, the reason it's not falling down is these things, I reckon. Because we hit the... So there's like little metal tabs. Show you on one of the panels. There's these little like things. So what we've done is mole gripped them down. So that when with the panels back in, we can push them up. What can you see? Oh, no. Oh, there you go. We can push them back up into the thing just to hold it there. Right, well, let's try again. Try again with stick saw and see if that works.
As you can see, it's all coming together. We've only got 2 more panels to go now. Basically, the Celotex is actually really working really well on the seam.
Really well, it's been a nightmare.
It's been a nightmare to put up, but it sticks very nicely. After we got some... no more nails, but it's working great actually.
We currently have a load, it's like a jungle gym in here.
Yeah, we have loads of poles
Show
here.
off on our makeshift pole
Yeah.
array. We have a level.
Yeah. We didn't pay much, but you know, put your applications in if you want to come and dance.
And now what I'm doing is just, so we didn't insulate in the bracing before we put these wood panels in, but we feel like it, yeah, a tiny bit of like loft insulation isn't going to do much anyway. And
it's just these top ones.
So what we're doing is we're putting this like thermal wrap,
yeah,
because it's a vapor barrier and it's thermal. So we're going to put that up along the bracing like this and then tape it with the aluminium foil. That's what I'm currently doing.
I can't see, and not being funny, having this insulated and not insulated, I doubt is going to be much. It's not going to change much. At the end of the day, the van is a tin can, and
we've taken the bulkhead out.
And we've taken the bulkhead out, and it's only so much you're going to be able to retain heat in it. So I really doubt not having any insulation just in these top bracing going across the roof is gonna change it much, to be honest. But we've come up with a little solution, putting our vapor barrier stuff on, and I think that'll do the job. But yeah, now it's just a waiting game really. We've got 2 more panels to go, like we said, but these
we've run out of poles.
Ran out of poles, and I think it's no nails we're using. I think it says 5 minutes setting time, but it does say 12 hours to hold 50 kg. Obviously these are way... kg beef. Obviously these weigh barely anything, but we're going to leave them on there for a couple hours just to make sure they're all done, and then probably do these 2 later this evening so we can leave them overnight. But then yeah, the whole roof is now going to be insulated. Like I said, yesterday we finished the floor. That's all insulated. 25mm underneath there.
Ply back down.
Ply back down.
And we've managed to come away with it with 1 board not used.
Yeah.
The insulation that we use. So we're going to try to go and speak to B&Q and ask them nicely if they take it back.
That's what I mean. These boards, they're £33 each from B&Q. Which isn't too bad, too fair, but like I said, if we're not going to use it, we might as well take it back and get our money back and spend it elsewhere. Because we're not going to need it. And like on the sides, we're using the loft insulation 100mm, which should do the job grand. Hello, Ruth. Ruth? Yeah, but boy, say hello. Hello. Yeah, boy.
I need some help.
So, the time has come.
Right, we've left it for a couple of hours. We're going to see if this works. Can you step back, please?
Sorry. Very hazardous. No, not that way. Absolute liability. What are you doing?
I was going to headbutt it.
What are we saying? What are we saying? Oh, I tell you what, that's held rather nicely, I think. Still got the flex in the middle, on it.
One down.
One down.
Which one did we do next?
The end one.
No, it wasn't. It was the middle one, wasn't it?
The one with the the one with the level one. Yes. That's it. Well, previously we obviously using the glue and the middle would come down, be stuck on the sides, but the middle would be coming down. But luckily the no nails stuff has worked a grand.
Now my suggestion is that we only need 2 more pieces.
Yeah.
Should we just leave these 2 up? Because they were the last up?
Yeah, whatever.
Not going to do any harm, is it?
No, it's fine.
At least until tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we'll just do the next 2.
Yeah,
Let's
sounds
go
good.
then.
Right, that's the first bit of installation done. Please catch us again next Sunday where we'll be continuing the installation and beginning to put our battening in.
We will indeed. We hope you've enjoyed today's video, and if you did like it, please give us a thumbs up, leave a comment, or even subscribe.
Yeah. Also, little question. What advice would you give to our listeners or watchers?
Our listeners.
Listeners and watchers.
Oh, we should give a name to this little segment. Wisdom of the week.
Wisdom of the week.
Because I'm so wise.
That's it.
Wisdom of the week.
And are we making this van related?
Yeah, I think we should. Probably. It'd be a bit random if it wasn't.
Okay.
Wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Go. If you do this with somebody, this is my wisdom of the week. If you go into a van conversion with somebody, make sure you really like them. Because you think living with them, you know everything about them. You think, oh, I've been with this person for several years. And then you do a van conversion with them.
Yeah. Things get
interesting.
Interesting.
Things get
very strained.
Straight. Oh, that's mean.
No, I'm joking. It's all good.
It's
all
not
great.
been too bad, but it is hard because you both have different ideas of how you want to do things.
Yeah.
And for us, we've never done anything. We've said this a million times. We've never done anything like this before. So we both come in with like a plan and a way to do something, and then it's a little bit different, and you have to be like, okay, whose is better? Who actually knows whose is better?
Exactly.
We're getting there, aren't we?
We're getting there. And I need to remember it's a slow process.
Yes. Is that your wisdom of the week?
That's my wisdom of the week. Just take your time because the end result is coming.
I don't reckon we'll ever finish it.
Hopefully we will.
Nah.
But yeah.
It's taken so long to do this much so far.
True. Right.
I'm joking. Things take time. Great things take time. That's our wisdom of the week.
Wisdom of the week. Right, we're going to end the video here. As always, much love and take care of yourselves.
See you later.
Peace.
Bye.